Okay, I left you alone for the weekend because I figured you probably had plenty to do and I didn't want to interrupt your focus on the things that you are currently working on. So, this week just a video, and the video is primarily just going to focus on helping you identify more quickly where the less common chords are. It's important. It makes you a better player, opens the door to many songs that the door normally wouldn't be open to. Many players who've been playing far longer than you wouldn't be able to find a D flat 6 chord if their life depended on it. So that's what we want to focus on today. And we're going to focus on it in a way that we probably at some point discussed, but we're going to discuss it again because it's worthy of revisiting. So we're just going to look at the roots of chords for starters. We have the third fret is G, A, and then the seventh fret is B. Typically where those markers are, okay? So you want to have that memorized, and perhaps you do. G, A, and B. So if we use that as the root for a chord, for example, the G6 chord, there it is rooted on G. Then we go up to the A and up to the B. So if we can immediately look at those three spots and see that it is G, A, and B, and you come to a song and the chord is B6, it'd be nice to know that you can just automatically recognize that B, a 6 chord formation, and ta-da, without much consternation, you play a B6 chord. Perhaps you can do that even now. But it's important that you focus on the visual there. Now, when we couple that with the understanding that every note has a sharp except B and E, which we've discussed before, then we want to be able to see the relationships around those key notes, G, A, and B. So in other words, you can easily find this G6 chord, but if you understand that this is G, then that has to be G flat, then if you're opening up to a songbook and it says G flat 6, well, your eye should automatically make that connection. G, G flat, hence G flat 6. This is G, G sharp. So if the songbook says G sharp 6, automatic, you want to be able to make that relationship between the G and the G sharp. So on and so forth as we go through the G, the A, and the B. If we know that this is A, then if we open the songbook and it says A flat, bam, we also make the observation that G sharp and A flat are the same. Depending on the key that the song is written in, they will choose which is appropriate to use. A sharp. B, B flat. B doesn't have a sharp, so C. B, C. So it is really important to be able to just look at your guitar, to look at this video while I'm talking about it, and just look and see automatically G, A, B. This way, when you see a chord that incorporates an accidental like a sharp or a flat, it doesn't throw you. A flat, okay? A flat. Doesn't matter. You can make that connection. It's no more difficult. You just have to be able to see that for chords that are rooted on the low E string, G, A, B. Just learn those three spots so that when you see your guitar sitting in the case, or you walk into a music store and you see a guitar hanging on the wall, you can think G, A, B. You just see it. And because you know that's B, you can also see this B flat. You can also see this G flat. You can also see this A flat. It's important, and it'll help you find these chords quicker and no longer need the tabs to locate them. So that's 3 notes. You want to be able to recognize and see those 3 notes, second nature. Also on the next string, C, D, and E. Same thing. If this is C, then this is B, because we know B doesn't have a sharp, so C doesn't have a flat. It's the only exception there. So we have C, D, and E. C, C sharp, D, D flat, D, D sharp, E, E flat, E we know doesn't have a sharp, so F. Okay? C, D, E. So when we take a chord that finds its root on the A string, for example, the D6 chord, then we know automatically D flat 6, D6, D sharp 6, C, D, E, E6, E flat 6, E6, F6. Just have to remember that the E and the F, the B and the E, B and E don't have a sharp, so B goes right to C, E goes right to F, which means the reverse is true. F goes right back to E, and C goes right back to B. Now, just so that we are clear, there is some technical situations where you actually will have an E sharp or a B sharp. But let's not even think about that. You're never going to come across it. And if you do, we'll deal with it then. Don't worry about that. Just go with the thinking that B doesn't have a sharp, B goes right to C, and D goes right to F, F goes right back to E, and C goes right back to B. So, if I were to say, play me an A flat minor 7, then you know that this is A, you know that this is A flat, you know that this is a minor 7 form, so A flat minor 7. If we were to say B flat major 7, we know that this is B, so this is B flat. We know that the major 7 form looks like this, so B flat major 7. You want to be able to make that connection instantaneously. So if somebody says B flat, you just know that that's B and you just automatically go to B flat. If it is a 2-step process, it's so fast that you can't even count it, you can't even measure it. Somebody says G flat, right there. A flat, right there. B flat, right there. A sharp, right there. G sharp, right there. Same with the other string. C sharp, right there. D flat, right there. D sharp, going that way. E flat, going that way. E, F. So as long as we have our chord forms, and we have, several basic chord forms, I'll do them all on G. The two primary major forms are G major 7 and G6. And the primary minor forms are G minor 7 and G minor 6. Coming up to the A string, coming back to the C here, let's say, we know that the primary forms are C6 and C major 7, C minor 7, and so we would move that if it said C sharp minor 7, we're up there, C sharp 6, right there, C sharp major 7, D major 7, D sharp major 7, E major 7, E flat major 7, same as D sharp. Once again, that is called, those notes are considered to be, I believe the term is enharmonic, so they sound the same but they have different names. And the name that is given is normally dictated by the key that the song is in. You're more often going to find the flat forms used rather than the sharp forms. You're going to see it, in other words, you're going to see a lot more A flat major 7s than you're going to see G sharp major 7s. I won't get into why, but that's usually the case. You'll see many more B flat major 7s rather than A sharp major 7s. It's just because, I will say why, it's just because the keys associated with the A flat and the B flat are much more common than the keys that are associated with the flats. So in review, be able to just look. It's worth, if you can't do it, and I hope you can, and I've just wasted your time, but if you can't, you want to be a G, A, B, C, D, E, and everything surrounding it. If this is B, B flat. This is A flat. If this is G, G flat. C, C sharp. D, D flat. D, D sharp. E, E flat. E, F. Then as long as you know the basic chord forms, and if you don't know the basic chord forms, well, take the time to review it. It's worth it. If you need any help with that, which I don't think you do because we've covered these basic chord forms so many times, but if they haven't really become part of your instant vocabulary, spend some time. It doesn't take a lot of time. Spend some time to make them second nature in your musical vocabulary. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that. I think you understand. Now the other thing that I'm going to do, just as a play along, I'm going to play the melody for the Nat King Cole version of the Christmas song, the one that is in D flat. Right? I'm going to play that so that you can practice doing the chord play along in that key without having to go to the video. Plus, having played with the video myself, it does take a little more concentration because it is a live, performance, and the timing can waver a little bit. So I'd like it to give you something with the metronome to practice those chords against. So I'm just going to play the song one time through. I'm not going to do like the piano solo and guitar solo part. You can practice those along with the video. I'm just going to end with giving you a video so you can play the chords along with the simple melody. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there you go. I actually didn't quite play a small part of the melody in the bridge correctly, but you should still be able to play along with it. I was just doing that by ear without any music or tab. So I did pretty good. I got like 99% of it. But anyway, you can practice along with that. So on and so forth. Okay? So there you go. That shouldn't really interfere with anything that you're currently working on, and will give you, a little more time to kind of really bring the things that we've discussed so far together. So, hope you're enjoying the song and what you're working on, and we will be in touch. Any questions? You know I am here to answer.